Hi, this is Joe, and you're watching Bites and Reviews. Jesus Christ. Can't even open a bottle. What am I good for? Um, oh, there we go. Get a little bit less glare in my fucking eyes off of that computer screen. Jesus. So much better. I should have done that ages ago. So, coming at you with another quick review today. Just gonna knock this one out right quick. Keep the rambling to a minimum because I want to watch some Always Sunny and maybe play a little bit of Wii after this. This is Prior Tongerlo. Tongerlo. Tripel. So Tripel, or Belgian Tripel, or just Triple Ale, is a term used in the Low Countries to describe a strong ale. This is coming from Wikipedia. The term was most notably used in 1956 by the Trappist Brewery at Westmalle to rename the strongest beer in their range. A new, stronger beer was widely copied by the breweries of Belgium. And in 1987, another Trappist brewery, Koningshoven in the Netherlands, also expanded their range with La Trappa Triple. I actually had a La Trappa Vita, like a wheat beer, earlier. Didn't review it because I was eating my tacos with it. So sure you guys didn't want to watch me eat a fucking bunch of tacos like a fat sack of shit. So yeah, I've been familiar with Triple for a while. Didn't find out till recently that it was such a recent style. Yeah, only it was started as a name in '56 by Westmalle, and to be perfectly frank, Westmalle's Triple I find a little lacking in comparison with many of the other triples that Belgium has to offer. So, take what you will from that. It's a great beer. It's a very, very tasty and pleasant, very drinkable beer. But in my experience, I have much preferred some others. Chimay makes a great triple. I think Trapistas Roquefort makes one as well. Yeah, I think they do have a triple because they have a double and a quadruple. I don't know which one the triple would be. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of triples that I've tasted over the time. Just various Belgian stuff. Mostly the popular ones. Your Chimay and your this guy, Westmalle. This brewery has been in existence since 1130. So you probably know what they're doing to some extent, right? Show you a little bit of that stuff in here. Like little bits of yeast out of there. See if that affects the color or the opacity specifically. Can't really see it that well, but there is a little bit of. You can watch the yeast. Oh yeah, see the cloud of yeast starting to settle, gradually starting to settle in there. Not a ton of yeast. Seems relatively well filtered or what have you. I don't know if it's filtered. Maybe just not a very yeasty beer. I tried this once before. It was really faded. I remember really liking it. It's a great beer. But that's about all I remember. So, with that, I'm gonna give this a little taster-rooney. I'm trying to find y'all. Does it look any good? Oh. I mean, what I'm using my fucking webcam. Like, it's gonna look like shit either way. But you see, it's translucent, has a decent, yes, tinge of opacity from that yeast, y'all. And on the nose is exactly what I look for in a triple. That smokiness in the nose, like a smoke and like almost like a woody kind of earthy fragrance. The first triple I had was in Texas from Real Ale Brewery in Blanco, Texas. They have a triple called Devil's Backbone. I think it's like a 8.1%. Has an intense smokiness. They really went heavy on the on those crazy fermentation flavors, and I haven't had it since being introduced to more triples, but I was a big fan of the beer. Let's actually see what Rate Beer gives it. Just like I said in the last video, I'm sorry about this fucking sniffling and all the tissues and such, but freaking out on the nose. Oh, wow. Real Ale's triple gets a 93 overall and a 96 for the style on Rate Beer. Beer Advocate gives it a 3.8 out of 5, whatever that means, 86. So yeah, both of these sites are reaffirming that is a quality triple. And I'm not surprised. I have very, very fond memories of that beer, and anytime that if I ever make a little journey out to Texas to visit, I'll definitely be trying it again and comparing it. So yeah, I mean, on the nose, it's smoke. It's like a smoky, slightly herby, kind of nutty flavor, aroma rather. Mm. Mm. So this contains. Oh, they don't have a full ingredients actually. They just mentioned that. Wait. Yeah, that's wild. They only say that it contains wheat malt and barley malt. That's all they say. They don't say whether or not it contains water. Hopefully, it contains water. It almost assuredly contains water, but you never know. We might be living in some crazy world where Belgian abbeys are making beer out of non-water liquids that happen to taste like water. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So yeah, this is very refreshing. The malt is um, really strong. Not in a horrifying way. Like usually when a beer is really super malty, um, or has like excessive malt sweetness, it really grosses me out. Um, Kind of throws me off. But this has a really strong malt flavor. You can taste the grains. You can taste, you know, their character and everything, but without that fucked up like sweet malt flavor just cutting through and giving you a bad time. It's very dry. Mouth feels nice. Nowhere near the carbonation of like Duvel or Golden Drac or something. Um, but maybe a little more carbonation than a Chimay. Um, I mean, honestly, that's just kind of my hunch. Just off the bat, I am a little more noticing the carbonation um, than the Chimay or the Trapistes Roquefort, the more delicate Trappist This is actually not being a Trappist ale. This is just an Abbey beer. Yeah, so it's not. So it's not being produced by monks, or it's not at least not being produced exclusively by monks. Pardon me. And the mouth feels really nice. The carbonation is very present, but in a very delicate kind of dancing way. It kind of sparkles across your tongue, almost in a way that like a champagne might, but not nearly as carbonated. Just that dancing feeling, the little bubbles just kind of cascading through your mouth, feeling delicate, but also very present. There's mild like yeasty overtones a little bit, but mainly it's very clear. You've got some spice in there, little pepper and coriander, maybe coriander. Actually meant to say clove. But honestly, maybe like the slightest hint of coriander. Actually, now that I do think about it, um, but the clearest flavors are pepper, um, clove, wheat, and barley malt. The character of the grain is very present. This is a 9% by volume. It's about €2 in Germany for the 3rd liter. I'm sure it's a good half a euro cheaper in Holland. Probably a little cheaper even in Belgium than in Holland, or not. I don't know. I don't know how that trade shit works, but but I know that the Belgian ales are a lot cheaper in Netherlands than in Germany, so I'm sure in Belgium they're even cheaper than in Netherlands. Yeah, I don't know if Prior or if Tongerlo is the brewery. Let's see. Brouwerij Haacht. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so it's Prior Tongerlo from Haacht Brewery. Yeah, and they described on there this little preview description in the Google results says full-bodied beer with fruity notes that develop into a spicy and slightly flowery bitterness of hops. I mean, that's a pretty accurate description. I'm not getting as much of the flowery. I could see it. You know, like a small lavender note on the finish. Um, oh no, this is dank, dude. This is one of the better triples that I've had. I'm not sure if I'd take this or a Chamai over one another. Um, I haven't tasted them in rapid succession with each other, at least recently enough that I could tell you which I'd prefer. But this is up there. You know, this is a great fucking beer. Um, any chance that I get to pick it up, I'm gonna pick it up. See if I can get a little bit of that color. See what's going on with this guy. Yeah, pretty beer. Pretty beer. You know, foam head lingers for a long time. I mean, I don't know if my tastes are just not fine enough. But the different flavors are pretty varied and very subtle. Really, the best I can really do is like cloves and like that family of tastes. The yeast fermentation notes, the strong malt presence. Yeah, I mean, I can't give a much more detailed review on this. Other than that, it's really tasty. It's very drinkable. Maybe a little bit of plum in the finish. Yeah, the mouth feels wild. It's really, really pampering on the mouth. You know, if you got a buddy who's having a hard week, you know, at work, buy him one of these puppies. They'll, sure, they'll be quite happy. Nice and decadent. So, anywho, this video is about to hit fucking 20 minutes, so I'm gonna wrap it up now. Finish this real quick. Wish I could better describe this flavor. Clove, nutmeg, spicy, just real spicy. Spicy and tasty and not too sweet. A little bit of sweetness, not too sweet, but the malt is strong. It's just an all-around great beer. I'm gonna give this a 19 out of 20 Rapples. All right, guys. I'll check you later. This is Fights and Review Tid. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that shenanigans. And I'll check you later.